What is up, guys? KFC back, bringing us our next war recap video. This one coming in our war against Outsider, a 54-42 victory for us. Given a quick scan of their bases here, only was able to get 1 star on their Town Hall 11, but otherwise 2-starred all of their 10s, and then 5 and 6 were tripled by Tread Easy, and then all of the 9s were 3'd on their side. So kind of giving a quick high-level overview here. Pretty lopsided war, 15 3-stars to 4 for us to nab the victory. Kind of giving a player-by-player look now. As you see, Tread Easy with his 6-star war there. Good job by the other Town Hall 10s. Making sure to pick up those 2 stars. And then the Town Hall 9s got the job done. Couple of really good wars here. LT with a 6-star war, Dot King 6-star war, Sai 6-star war, Jay Sweezy 6-star war. Mr. Awesome and Todd all had 6-star wars for the Town Hall 9s. So really good job by you guys. So let me see. I have a list here of the bases of the attacks that I want to show. I'm going to go ahead and show Tread Easy getting those 2 triples on the Town Hall 10s. I'm going to go ahead and show Todd hitting 8 and 9, both fresh hit triples, and then Mr. Awesome hitting 17 and 18 with triples. Actually, now that I think about it, Mr. Awesome actually hit Town Hall 8s. With those 2 attacks down a hero, so I'm going to audible that to show LT's attacks on 10 and 11 instead. So let's go ahead and get into the action and get to showing Tread Easy first on these Town Hall 10s. Has been absolutely on fire with Valks. Although this attack, he is going to go ahead and bring a Shattered Laloon, and the important stuff to watch for this attack is this area right here. He's going to use 3 lightnings and an earthquake to take out both air defenses, the Inferno, and that air sweeper, which is just tremendous value for the 7 spell capacity that he brings. And then he's going to kind of just push up the gut right here with those 40-40 heroes, and then kind of just awkwardly spam all the hounds and stuff in to get the triple. So let's go ahead and zoom out and watch him kind of take this base out. He's going to start off the attack with the triple bolt on those left side ADs and Inferno, like I said. I'm sure that'll go down here any minute. Boom, there they go. All 3 bolts on the Inferno tower. You can see that takes out pretty much both air defenses. He used the Earthquake to finish off that top air defense, which was pushed back a little bit more. Going to kind of come in here now with this. Actually, I said it was a shattered approach. Looks like it's actually just a cold blood. This cold blood strictly to come in, get this queen, take out the enemy clan castle here, and those beefy 40-40 heroes are going to help him do that. Poison spell goes down, gets a nice jump there on the clan castle and the archer queen with the poison spell, and then look at the way that he's going to deploy these hounds. He's got hounds already going in before the archer queen even goes down, before the clan castle goes down, so he's speeding up this raid. Hounds are going in on the left, and then now the hounds are coming in all 4 corners. Those hounds on the left were a little awkward just because there was no follow-up. So they were basically just soaking up traps primarily to get into the air defense. So you see a couple of the hounds kind of pop a little prematurely. I'm sure if he were to do the attack over again, I'm sure he would do it a little bit more counterclockwise with those loons on the right going first, and then maybe ending with those hounds kind of over here near 9 o'clock or so. But either way, he's got loons now up. Distracting the wizard towers in the opposite direction of where the cluster is. You got that 1 expo on ground that helps quite a bit, so he's going to have his balloons kind of come in here, and just like that, the only defense that remains that can hurt his balloons is that Tesla, and since he got such a fast start, the cleanup is already a formality at this point. It's going to take him about 40 seconds to clean up, but he took out that whole base in about a minute and a half. So just a really nice job there by Tread Easy. Going back, he scouted this base, and he thought there were going to be a lot of bombs kind of in that core area, and so instead of bringing Valks, he brought loons, and it paid off for him. Really nice triple there by Tread Easy. Scrolling down to the next base, Tread Easy taking out number 6. Pretty sure this one was indeed with the red-headed Valkyries here. So you see his spell composition down there. He's got 2 free spells, a jump, 2 rage, an earthquake. I am trying to kind of put out a video on spell composition at Town Hall 10 with regards to Valkyrie attacks, so trying to figure out when's the best time to bring maybe a heal spell for the back end, when's the best time to bring 2 freeze, 1 freeze, etc. So for Tread Easy here, bringing 2 freeze on this base, and he's going to take it out the way that he's been taking out these bases with the AQ walk, taking out a portion, and then the Valk's just kind of coming up the middle here. So as you see, there goes the Archer Queen. She's going to start over at 3 o'clock, and she's basically going to stay kind of away from the central portion of his kill squad. Goes ahead and drops that Earthquake there in the center. Is going to soften up both Inferno Towers, 2 Expos, and the Town Hall. He chooses not to wait, and I think that's a very important distinction to make. There are some Teslas in that core, but rather than kind of try and do the Earthquake on the fly, he goes ahead and just gets it done right now, as opposed to waiting for those Teslas to pop, and I think that's a smart idea. Just given that you have so much that you were supposed to be doing, especially with those free spells, you want to get the freeze down nice and early. So he goes ahead and drops the Earthquake before he even starts. Uses Valks as little mini wall breakers here, so they kind of go in. He's got a clan castle full of max Valks. So everything kind of going in here. He's got that jump spell down already. Everything funnels really, really well into the core. Free spell goes down, gets an Expo, an Inferno, and 2 Teslas, and then the free spell on the other side also gets 2 Teslas, an Inferno, and an Expo. And those Valks are just going to kind of rip up that core there. That the enemy Archer Queen and the Inferno are both still up. I believe that Inferno is even a single. Yeah, that Inferno is even a single, so that helps even more. So that Archer Queen is actually staying up quite a long time compared to to what we're used to seeing. But there goes that King's ability. He's going to take a massive route all the way around to that lava wall and then beat through it to get in there and then take out that Queen. So a little bit of an awkward pathing for his Barbarian King. But now at this point, he's got 1 healer on his Barbarian King. He's got 1 healer up here on his Archer Queen. Pops his Archer Queen's ability, and with nothing else focused on her, 1 healer is going to get her up. King is still doing massive work down here. This level 40 King just never seems to go down, even with tons of pieces of defense on him. Finally, it goes down there, and then the healers now are both back on his Archer Queen. And so this cleanup process is going to be a little bit longer than maybe he's used to, but with only 3 pieces of point defense left and encountering them all basically one at a time, he's going to take out the rest of his base with ease. So really, really nice job there by Tread Easy. Still getting these Town Hall 10 triples on max defense Town Hall 10 bases with level 4 Valkyries. Pretty soon, Tread Easy is going to be a Town Hall 11 with the Grand Warden, and I can only imagine that Valkyries get even more powerful when you get a free spell, basically, with that Grand Warden's Eternal Tome. So congratulations there, Tread Easy, on your 6-star war. Scrolling down now to Todd, a couple of fresh hit triples on their top Town Hall 9s. Pretty actually decent anti-3 base here. Let's go ahead and scout it the way that Todd might see it. Going to be bringing AQ Walk Laloon. Pretty sure the best way to attack this base with an AQ Walk would be to have your AQ start somewhere down here. That'll allow, so I'm assuming what's going to happen is he's going to start his AQ somewhere in this area. He's going to funnel this area, so this Dark Barrack and this Elixir Collector are going to be picked off by minions, and then maybe a Wizard for this army camp. And then what I think he's going to do is he's going to push his Archer Queen up here, Wall Breaker into this little compartment here. That will allow his Archer Queen to take out this air defense, this Air Sweeper, Expo, and then eventually this air defense, and then she should also snipe the Archer Queen. And then with 3 hounds in his bag, with both Air Sweepers pointed this way, I assume we'll see the air portion kind of start from up here. So that's kind of my quick scout, 10-second scout on what I think Todd would do with this army composition. So let's go ahead and see kind of how he takes this base out. He does indeed have a few minions, so I think, like I said, I think we're going to see the minions right down there. So Archer Queen starts where I thought she was going to start. Boom, there go the healers. And then minion goes down on the army camp after the Archer Tower is tanking. This is much better than what I said originally. And then he's going to create this funnel over here on the right. And he's going to push her up. And he's going to get a free value out of that Tesla. So those 4 healers are keeping, is it 4? I can't remember if it was 4 or 3 healers. But keeping up that level 30 Archer Queen pretty easily, despite being under 2 pieces of point defense. So funnel is created on the right. Down go the wall breakers now that Archer Tower is in range. Nice scout, knowing that Expo was not going to hit his wall breakers there. And had he done the wall breakers maybe a little bit closer, he would have gotten in trouble. But a really nice scout there by Todd, as always. Already has 1 air defense down, and now at this point it's basically just forcing his queen in there. Just going to take out a couple of storages. That gold storage is actually going to be a little annoying. Here comes the clan castle. Looks like a little bit of a mini clan castle. 10 archers and a dragon. Drops his poison spell nice and early. Rages his queen up. Really, really nicely positioned raged. So the queen's going to be able to take out this dragon, and then she's going to step up, and she's still going to be under rage as she takes out this storage. So really, really nice patience here by Todd, knowing that he cannot start the air portion until that air defense and that enemy Archer Queen go down. After this gold storage goes down, she's going to step up. She's going to take out the Wizard Tower. So just it feels like an eternity But Todd has done this a million times over. Boom, there goes the air defense. And she's going to turn, snipe the queen, and then she'll go back to the air defense, take it out, and then boom, I assume we're going to see the air portion now. Here it comes. 2 loons in behind. Tesla pop, that's a little unfortunate. Some more balloons, and here we're going to see this nice clockwise motion. A lot of Teslas up top, so I assume we'll see most of his haste kind of get used up here early. And indeed, here come the haste. They're pushing those balloons into those Teslas. Once all the Teslas go down, it's a little easier to kind of predict the pathing. This was a fresh hit, so now he knows on the back end he's got a rage and a haste in the bag. 2 hounds are still up. 3 loons are still in the bag. Nice rage spell there. Going to propel those loons in, and then going to send the rest of his loons in there. At 3 o'clock, notice how many wizards he has left. He has 5 wizards left. He's already started deploying them. That's something that more and more I want more people in both families, the main clan and the feeder clan, excuse me, to get used to doing. I think a lot of people would wait until all these defenses were down before they started deploying their cleanup. But Todd knows he has nothing but time at the moment. These balloons still have to work their way over here. So he's already got 2 wizards up there starting his cleanup. He's got pups at the end of this trash ring here. And then I don't think he hadn't even deployed his Barbarian King yet. So despite the fact that the walk took a long time, he's got plenty of time to clean up. King goes down there at 3 o'clock to kind of help kind of push everything to the right. And then he knows that the balloons are going to end down here at the left. So just a very, very efficient cleanup process by Todd. You notice that by the time all the defenses go down, only 9 seconds it takes him to clean up about 15% of the base. So just a really, really nice high-level attack by Todd. Always bringing stuff like this in our wars and hitting the top Town Hall 9. So good job there, Todd. And we're going to get to watch Todd again here take out, I think it was base 9. I guess Arbor hit it as well. Let me go and find Todd's hit of base 9. Yeah, so congratulations, Arbor. You beat Todd time-wise. It looks like Todd takes about 2 minutes and 50 seconds. We got some corner huts, 3 archers in the bag. Obviously, a very internet-style base. But Todd's going to kind of switch approaches here. The best thing to do, I feel, with internet-style bases is to do something a little outside your comfort zone. And so for Todd, who I see as kind of like the Laloon expert of the clan nowadays, coming in here with Valks and Hogs and a little AQ walk here. So getting a little exposure to the other side of it. I assume we're going to see him come from the bottom left here. Indeed, there goes the queen with the healers on her. And pretty straightforward, I think, attack. He's already got the archers on those corner builder huts. And then that bottom one will be taken out by this AQ walk here soon. So gonna let his walk develop a little bit here. He's gonna drop that wizard, which I believe is to create a funnel, maybe. He's actually gonna enter from the bottom right, so he's gonna go through the Barbarian King to get to the Queen. He did forget that builder hut down there. I assume that we will see him use that wizard remaining on it. So Hound pops out of the Clan Castle, which is great for his Valk army here. Some more Valks come out of the Clan Castle, so a kind of a cold blood attack. First heal spell, sorry, I can't talk today, goes down on those Valks, and they're going to kind of take out that Tesla farm, and then kind of rage for those Valks and that King in the core. Easily going to kind of just shred this base, and so in come the Hogs now. They are going to start around 9 o'clock. Poison spell goes down on the Lava Pups. Everything kind of just working around in a nice clockwise motion. His Queen is unfortunately being targeted, so going to have to pop her ability here soon. If you're going to, just barely got it. And that's going to allow him to take out a few more pieces of point defense, which is really going to help. His Valks are basically doing cleanup at this point. Still, this builder hut is down here. It looks like he is unfortunately going to miss it. So he will have to have everything kind of eventually cycle all the way back around to that builder hut. So everything kind of just going down. Really bad base design, as you see. The Valks are hitting, outside giant bombs and such. But did the attack with such kind of proficiency that this corner builder hut's not going to come back to haunt him here. But definitely he brought 3 archers and then just assumed that his AQ walk was going to grab it, and it should have grabbed it, but for whatever reason did not. And nice swag poison there in the middle. So maybe not as clean as his other attacks, as his air attack, but that's kind of why we get to experiment in these kind of more farming wars. So really nice war there by Todd. So going to show 2 attacks by LT, hitting bases 10 and 11. So not a very good base here. but it's not completely symmetrical either. It's got a couple of awkward things, but looks like LT is just going to kind of overpower this with a pretty traditional shattered Goho army. No corner huts really to worry about. This is just going to be just kind of a ram it down their throat kind of an attack. Minions go down there to start helping create that funnel. Is unfortunately being pushed around by the air sweeper, which is a little annoying. But he's got his wizard over there on the right side creating that funnel as well. So a nice scout there by LT. Down goes the golem and his archer queen instantly. So really nice job there. Drops his golem right onto a giant bomb. So already this base is something I can't take super seriously. King is unfortunately going to trigger the clan castle. Let me slow this back down now. So his king's going to go down a little quickly because his king got out in front of the golem. But he's got his archer queen in behind. Dragon and the loons are both in poison spells. So basically has accomplished, I assume, what he wanted to with his entry portion. And now going to kind of start his hogs kind of down here, going in a nice clockwise motion. Got 3 heal spells for the rest of the base, and he's going to drop them kind of in these highly clustered defensive areas. Already has his hogs under a heal spell there as he ran into a single bomb. Almost kind of a 4 corners approach-ish to this base, right? He took out a corner with a shattered, and now each corner is basically going to get a heal spell. Poison spell goes down on, I assume, just the king, which is a great play when a hound, or when you don't need it all for the clan castle. Single bomb goes off there, but instantly has a heal spell to make sure that his hogs do not go down to that wizard tower. So like I said, a very 4 corners-ish approach feel to this base. All the defenses are not down yet, and he's already starting cleanup. He knows that his hogs are going to finish over here, so he's got a wizard down here at the trash ring. He's got wizards up here and wizards in the corner. So just a really, really nice, technically proficient raid by LT. Anytime you've got 20 or so hogs left up at the end of the raid, you know that you've done something right. So that Barbarian King, he'll eventually start picking off some wizards, but ultimately, just a no doubt about it style of attack there by LT, making sure to have heal spells for all those single spots, and easily kind of takes out that base. So really nicely done there. I'm going to do one more attack, and then that'll be the end of this recap video. Going to show LT once again hitting base 11. So once again, a little bit more of an internet-style base, but a little bit of a different army as well. Instead of the 3 heals and the 1 jump, he's going to be bringing 2 heals, 1 rage, 1 jump, and then he's going to be bringing a tech healer, which I assume is for his golem, possibly there on the outside. It'd be interesting to see if this is a shattered approach or a cold-blooded approach. No corner hut, so that's fantastic. Let's go ahead and see how he takes his base out. Let me pause it again, though, real quick. Has a couple of spots right here that you have to discern whether those are going to be doubles or whether they're going to be Teslas. So on a fresh hit, it is a little harder. And then right here, there's only a spot for a single bomb or a single Tesla here. And then obviously there's, that one spot right there might be like a Seeking Your Mind or something. I'm not sure why people do that. So let's go ahead and see kind of how he takes his base out, where the Teslas and such are. Going to go ahead and drop 1 hog down there to go ahead and grab the lure. It's going to be a Lava Hound. So this might have actually been a cleanup attack, because he has the healer archer trick for that Lava Hound. So maybe a Town Hall 8 or something scouted this base, or maybe I just misread the sheet there. So he's going to use that trick. Down goes the BK, who's just basically going to be used as a suicide there. Going to run in and take out that Archer Queen. Now, the second that Tesla pops, that should instantly tell you that these spots right here are probably double spots, because obviously they're not going to be 4 Teslas kind of there. So obviously there's going to be a Tesla over here, and then maybe in these little spots here there'll be 1 and then 1. So that's be the way that I would hit it. Like I said, this was obviously a cleanup attack, so he knows where the bombs are. Just go ahead and see how he does this here. Goes ahead and really, really nice job understanding that this golem is going to be tanked by this arch tower, and he's got these wizards down here creating that funnel. I think a lot of people would, not quite check that range, because that golem's got to be like on the corner of that range. So just a really, really nice scout there by LT. He's got a nice, easy funnel created. Second golem now goes down. It's not tanking anything quite yet. And then, boom, it's going to start tanking that cannon and that expo. So just really expertly done here, making sure that his golems kind of each tank their own pieces of point defense. Another Tesla indeed does pop there. And so he's going to basically come in here, and he's going to negate this double spot right here. He's going to put that jump spell, very, very nicely positioned jump spell. What that's going to allow his kill squad to do is they're going to just kind of bust all the way through and then get into this compartment as well. So he might actually get to get all 4 of these bombs kind of taken care of. Queen over here working on the Wizard Tower. That's going to remove pathing, and then the Golem's going to jump in and kind of help with that bomb spot. Puts his kill squad under rage here. So down goes that bomb spot. He's got a couple of hogs going to helping out here on the backside, and what that allows is it kind of removes things for his queen to get distracted by. So his queen is going to now be able to take out this clan castle, and then since there's nothing down here that she actually might come back and target that Golem. I'd love to see her pathing. But the reason why LT did it is because now if she does jump into like one of these compartments, she doesn't have to shoot over and get some defenses. Hopefully she just goes up and shoots that expo. But those golems are helping out on that expo there. Queen does unfortunately get distracted by that gold mine down south, so that's unfortunate. LT's going to throw a heal down here. He might lose a few hogs to this quote-unquote double, but it looks like they're actually going to path over. Okay, so 2 or 3 hogs kind of make bacon there, but the rest of them are safe. He's got 1 heal spell still in the bag, and he's got 1 kind of major area here. Down goes the final heal spell there. A little early on those back-end hogs, just because I would use them probably right now, as everything was in the heal spell kind of tanking. So he used them a little earlier than I probably would have used them, but a nice poison spell goes down there on that enemy Barbarian King and those enemy skeletons, and he is going to take out the rest of these defenses. So has only 3 hogs up, or 5 hogs up, excuse me, and that Barbarian King is unfortunately going to smack down a few of them. So the cleanup process is going to be a little bit longer than I'm sure he would have liked, but he does actually have a second poison spell in the bag. We might see that. Boom, very nicely done by LT, making sure to use his poison spells efficiently. Especially in a raid where he knew there was going to be a Lava Hound in the clan castle, he found a use for both of those poison spells. So just really, really impressed by that. And the cleanup process is pretty efficient here. You got things going left, things going right. That Lava Hound down there still being tanked by those archers. And then he's at 99% right now. Only needs the Town Hall to go down. And he actually might pop this Lava Hound before it's all said and done. Indeed, boom, there it goes. But hogs are on the Town Hall, and it's all said and done. So really, really nice jobs by all 3 attackers that I just showed, LT, Todd, and Treadwell, all with kind of just amazing attacks. So yeah, great war, guys. Hopefully we start getting matched with Town Hall 11s when we actually have Town Hall 11s and kind of see how that metagame is developing. But for now, that'll be the end of this war recap video. Please let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.